without any preface, let us start with a question I have prepared for you. What is your first thought on the word leadership? Think about it for a second. Your very first thought. During the last 30 years, I did a lot of talks about leadership. In my early years in the military environment, as a German reserve captain, as a young general manager of a small IT shop, as head of finance of a German mid-cap company, as a consultant, or also lately as a business coach. And here is what I learned. If you start discussing leadership, the discussion will be about buzzwords like cooperation, respect, careful listening, building bridges, constructive mindsets, teamwork, and so on. The only thing is, in 30 years, almost nobody was talking about how to lead. That one is never answered. And if you ask managers how they do it, the answer very often is experience. Experience. That is not a good answer, because what they do by giving that answer, they make leadership a myth, a secret science. And it's not, clearly not. In contrast to any other subject in business or private life, managers stay vague and never touch the point. If you talk to people of human resources, for example, they have a very clear idea about their job. Same is true for accounting. I mean, they can tell you in detail what they do and where they might have difficulties. Not to mention engineers or computer language experts who write source code for all these little gizmos. You ask them about their jobs and what is the first thing that comes to their minds. Your next problem is how to get out of that discussion. When you get stuck on a party between lawyers and you're not one of them, you better switch from gin tonic to straight vodka, because they love to talk about their jobs in detail. And you can tell them you do not understand what they're talking of. Never mind, they don't care. They keep talking all night. But if you try to find out and ask managers, how do you lead, how do you manage, and you insist on that question, there's some stumbling silence. In the last 30 years, I made the experience that managers feel relieved, actually, if you change the subject. I mean, please capture that and make it one of the takeaways of this class. Managers do not know how to manage. And I do not say this to make a bold statement, but to name a reality. And it takes some courage to realize managers do not know how to manage. Totally not. We have to face reality. And this is business. This is where money is made. I do not even dare to look at politics. That is not mean in any way that they are stupid. It's just nobody told them. And it was in the last 30 years very hard to find some instructions on leadership. A phenomenon was Larry Bossidy's book, Execution, which was a New York Times bestseller. Basically, he's telling the world that developing a plan, he's using the word strategy, I hesitate to do that, is not enough. You have to turn that plan into reality. And Larry Bossidy is describing in this book how top managers are very good in developing plans, and they didn't understand why they failed. Well, developing a plan and executing are two different things. And they forgot about turning their brilliant ideas into reality. That is a lack of leadership. And he is publishing that book in 2002, and the entire world goes, yep, we forgot about that. And that was in 2002. Here we are today. Still no education on leadership and execution. How about that?